Leading off, number 8, Cannon Day.
Hi, everybody. Welcome in as we get the third game of the day underway. Houston and St. John's Country Day. St. John's is the home team in this one. The Mustangs are the visitors. And it is Cannon Day who will start things off against the day pitcher, Austin Stratman. Ryan Mitchell, the two-hitter. Colin Bland batting third for the Mustangs. Xander Pettis in the fourth spot. Ryan Ogburn is that four-hitter. As this one is hit right back to Stratman, he'll go to first. And Day's out on the 1-3.
Stepping into the box, the shortstop, number 1, Ryan.
DH Ryan Ogburn is the five-hitter. Grayson Yeoman's batting sixth. Owen Wagner seventh. Isaiah Ludlow eighth. And the nine guy is Jacob Sally. Meanwhile, Austin Stratman on the hill for St. John's. Behind the plate, Hunter Rogers, first baseman Gibby Gillian. At second, Jonas Wells. Shortstop is Preston Cole, third baseman Camden Brown. Outfield of Braden Harrison left, center fielder TJ Sonderhouse. And Nick Bowden is in right field. Count even at 1 on Mitchell. We have been treated to some exceptional baseball games today. Opening game, Bishop Verot, a 3-2 winner over Providence. And in the game that ended before this one, it was a Trinity Christian win, 3-1 over Lincoln. Mustangs and the Spartans in this one. And then we'll wrap it up with South Walton and IMG. 2-ball, 2-strike offering to Ryan Mitchell. Temperatures have warmed up a little bit, as that will get out of play. 69 could hit 70 now today. Got winds out of the south-southwest at 12 and gusting to 21. 80% humidity as that one is shot towards right field. Mitchell's on his way to second, and he's going to go 3. As a little trouble in right field by Bowden finding the handle. So Mitchell with a 1-out triple.
Stepping into the box for the Mustangs, number 3, Colin Bland.
Colin Bland coming to the plate. Got a base runner 90 feet away that could become the first run of the game. Xander Pettis to the on-deck circle. A little bit outside with the offering. Houston from, no, not Texas, but Germantown, Metro of Memphis. That will roll towards the screen and an easy trip home for Ryan Mitchell. And the Mustangs get on top first. That is fouled off towards the screen by Bland. One out, one in. Ball game just underway. Good crowd on hand. A lot of college and pro scouts here. Watched Aaron Watson in the game that preceded, struck out 13. And checking out the talent in this one, too. Into the dirt with the pitch to Bland. And he'll take a trip down to first. So the second base runner on for the Mustangs.
Second baseman,
Xander Pettis coming to the plate. Ryan Ogburn moving to the on-deck circle. Got a lefty on the hill, but that didn't stop Bland. Bland took off on the first pitch and is fouled away by Pettis. Bland goes back to first. Back up onto the bump, Stratman. Low and away with the offering. Well, what else do you need to know weather-wise? Sun sets at 6:51. The humidity is 80%. Moon is full. Temperature is a degree above what it typically is. On what, the 13th, I think it is, of March? Man, we've been doing so much sports, I'm getting sidetracked. Not sure what day of the week it is. I do know it's Thursday. Don't know the date, though. I think it's the 13th. Strong breeze blowing through as the throw goes over to first. Back safely is Bland. Sizable Bland lead. I mean, it's not huge, but noticeable at first. Bland able to get back. Throw over from Stratman. First couple of games went less than 2 hours. Let's see if this one does. Swing and a miss. And the count evens up at 1 each. I'll make that 1 and 2 on Pettis. High and away with the offering. DH Ryan Ogburn on deck. Good to be back for a second year of the South Walton Showdown. Boy, 2024. The debut was something else. And if you're going to top that, you got to have a dandy. But if the first 2 games today are any indication, we're going to have a dandy. Over to first with the throw. Back goes Bland. Gorgeous complex here, artificial turf. As a matter of fact, we had all kinds of stuff slated for today elsewhere. All on natural grass, and inclement weather changed things. Pettis wrapping into the 4-3 as Bland takes second. But here they weren't that worried about the weather. Rains, no big deal. Gets heavy, called the teams in. Let it rain, let it drain. And then it is back to the action. Ryan Ogburn to the plate. Grayson Yeomans moving to the on-deck circle. One zip Houston lead. Top of the first. Had to go around and Check and make sure Houston was Houston and not Houston. There are parts of the U.S., I'm thinking maybe Georgia or Mississippi, where there is a Houston that's pronounced Houston. But in the Tennessee area, Houston's Houston. No balls, couple of strikes. Here's the Strapman offering. High and away. Got the day started with a lot of clouds. As a matter of fact, looked rather ominous at points. Didn't get any rain, though, and right now it looks very nice. Of course, we're parked here along the Gulf, where things could change. That big body of water has a tendency to do that kind of thing. That'll get out of play. Over near the batting cages. And the count runs to 1-2. And by the way, when you come tonight to watch either the remainder of this one or the South Walton IMG game, don't worry about stopping somewhere to eat. Here's the place to do it. I partook in the pepperoni pasta. I mean, I had to sample it for the sake of letting you know if it was edible or not, and it is quite. Got a diverse menu, so be sure to come here and enjoy. Lifted towards center field, and that was almost out of reach for TJ Saunderhouse, but he's able to bring it in, get Ogburn, and leave Bland on. 1 run plates, 5 go to the plate, 1 stranded. We head to the bottom of the first on JockJive.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back for 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
Bottom of the first pitch. It is sent deep into right center field. TJ Sonderhaus on his way to third. He will mow into there safely. And St. John's Concrete A has got the tying run 90 feet away. 2 prior games, no triples. 1 inning and 2 triples in this one. TJ Sonderhaus starts and Hunter Rogers, the 2-hitter, coming to the plate. Braden Harris batting third, Preston Cole fourth. As that one is ground to short, fielded by Mitchell. He'll go to first, get the out at first of Rogers. And Sonderhaus will have to hold.
Stepping in the box, number 9, Braden Harris.
Preston Cole, the 4-hitter, 5-hitter, Nick Bowden. Jonas Wells batting 6th. Gibby Gillian is in the 7th spot. Camden Brown hits 8th. And Chandler Danzler batting 9th. Brian Harris popping up the first pitch. It will go over near the batting cage. Trying to track it down was Bland, but can't get to it. Will Beasley on the mound for Houston. Behind the plate, Grayson Yeomans. The first baseman is Colin Bland. At second, Xander Pettis. Shortstop Ryan Mitchell. Third baseman Cannon Day. Isaiah Ludlow's in left. Center fielder Owen Wagner. And the right fielder is Jacob Sally. One pitch. Low and inside. One away, one aboard, 90 feet away from tying the game in the bottom of the first. Will Beasley, the right-hander. It is ground to third, fielded by Day, goes to first. Concedes he didn't have a chance at getting the runner coming home. And Harris will pick up the RBI.
Now batting cleanup, number 4, Preston Cole.
Two gone for Preston Cole. Yeomans, Wagner, and Ludlow when you get to the second inning for the Mustangs. Into the strike zone with the offering to Cole. Next to the last game of the day, just underway. Good to have you aboard. Thanks for watching wherever you're watching the game. Could be in Tennessee, might be down in the Orange Park area, or heck, you might be in the Gulf. There's the strikeout of Cole. Leadoff triple. Sonderhaus coming in on the Harris ground out. We've got a one-apiece game headed to the second.
Of Alabama Online, where legends log in. A tradition of excellence. Choose from over 100 affordable degree and certificate programs that fit your budget and schedule. Earn the same degree as you would on campus, with the same affordable tuition rate for every state. UA Online. Advance your career and change your life. Get started today at online.ua.edu.
Top of the second gets underway. Grayson Yeomans will start it off. Owen Wagner, Isaiah Ludlow, 2 up in the inning each. Outside, top and bottom part of the first featured a triple and a run. Mitchell with a triple. Came in on an errant throw to the screen. Bottom of the first, Sunderhouse with a triple and came in on the Harris 5-3 putout. Ground to third, fielded by Brown. He'll go to first, and Yeomans is out number 1.
Now batting, center fielder, number 9, Owen Wagner.
Owen Wagner to the plate. Isaiah Ludlow to the on-deck circle, 1 away. Here in the top part of the second, mid part of the order to the plate. When you get to the bottom of the second for St. John's. Got the inside part of the plate on Wagner. And Wagner finds himself in an early 0-2 hole. Baseball here, we are, looks like about an hour and a half away from the start of the GCAA women's basketball semifinals up in Americus, Georgia. Ken Gustafson on the call. That will happen at 6 o'clock Eastern, 5 o'clock Central. Wagner becoming the first strikeout of the game for Stratman.
Stepping into the box, number 6.
2 gone for Isaiah Ludlow.
Ludlow.
And that opening game features South Georgia Tech and Andrew College. Nightcap in the semifinals will be East Georgia State and Albany Tech. Strike delivered to Isaiah Ludlow. 2 have gone up, 2 have gone down, 4 in a row set down by Stratman. Bowden, Wells, and Gillian when you get to the bottom part of the second for St. John's. Two on pitch, and the count evens up. Artificial turf, gorgeous facility here. I think the football field is undergoing renovations. And I know there are additional plans for the baseball time. And I was thinking there was going to be a canopy over the grandstand. Outside with a pitch. 3-2. I'm sure that is coming. 3-2 payoff pitch. And a shot towards left field, but right to Braden Harris. And Stratman works a 1-2-3, top of the second.
the second, number 3, Nick Howden.
Bottom of the second, mid part of the order. Nick Bowden starts it. Jonas Wells, Gibby Gillian due up in the inning, too. As that one is poked foul over towards the dugout and then on towards the batting cage. Popped up to center field and then dropped. Wagner couldn't hang on, and that has got Bowden on compliments of the E8.
At the plate, number 7, Jonas Wells.
So a runner on for Jonas Wells. Gibby Gillian moving to the on-deck circle. On the inside part of the plate to Wells. While sitting here, added another baseball matchup. We'll be heading on the 22nd of March back to Laurel, Mississippi for Southeastern Baptist College baseball. I believe they're taking on Philander on that particular Saturday, which is what, a week from this one? Fouled off by Wells. It'll be our third trip back to Laurel to cover some Southeastern Baptist College baseball. Good to add the, man, I cannot think of the Chargers. That's who they are. We do a lot of sports, so I'm trying to get all these mascot names right. Or are they the Mustangs? I think they're the Chargers. Houston's the Mustangs. Oh, 2 offering. He chops at it, comes up empty. Wells will strike out for out number 1. And that is strikeout number 2 for Will Beasley.
Now batting number 5, Gibby Gillian.
Gibby Gillian next. Camden Brown on deck. One apiece game here in the bottom of the second. We have got an 11-game schedule that we broadcast of the South Walton Showdown, and this is the third of the 11. Bowden, your base runner. Gillian with a swing and a miss. And don't forget, too, we're trying to build our YouTube viewer numbers, or technically subscriber numbers, even though the two kind of go hand in hand. But if you haven't subscribed, there is a button nearby, just a simple click of the mouse. And we would consider you our new and next best friend if you would subscribe. Heck, if you want us to be your new and next, we'll do it anyway, whether you subscribe or not. Foul back to the screen, out of play, and stays 0-2 on Gillian. Sally, Day, and Mitchell. That is the 9-1 and 2 hitters coming to the plate when we get to the top of the third for Houston. throw to first, able to get back safely is Bowden. Reached on an E8. Well, let's see if we get in this game what we got in every game thus far, and that's a home run. 1 in the first, 2 in the second. And let's see how many round trippers somebody pulls out of the bag in the third game today. If you got a yearning to send it out of the park, 318 to right, 295 to left, center field 375 away. In low, 1 and 2 on Gilead. Good crowd on hand, expecting a really good crowd for the 6 p.m. matchup. One-two pitch, fouled away. Back to first will go Bowden. And you can hear that breeze kicking up a bit. And you can see from the center field, look, those trees blowing in the wind. One-two pitch to Gillian. And he'll drive that one up the middle, base hit. Couple of base runners are on. That is hit number 2 in the game for St. John's, 2 aboard. Camden Brown to the plate.
At the plate, number 11, Camden Brown.
Chandler Danzler to the on-deck circle. So St. John's with something brewing with 1 away here in the bottom of the second, trying to claim their first lead of the game. Tying it up with a T.J. Sonderhaus run in the first. Now trying to take the lead with a runner in scoring position. Oh, 1 pitch, Beasley, that is sent towards left field and out of the park. Nearly dinked the hood of a passing pickup. And a 3-run shot will give St. John's the lead. And that home run will give us the biggest lead of the day. Nobody had led by more than 2. And that was in the opening game when Providence took a 2-zip lead in the bottom of the first.
Number 21, Chandler Dantzler.
St. John's taking a 3-run lead. Chandler Dantzler to the plate. T.J. Sonderhaus to the on-deck circle. Low inside pitch to Dantzler. Count goes even at 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. A little bit high with a pitch to the 9-hitter. Top of the order, T.J. Sonderhaus on deck. That is rolled towards second. Pettis will grab it, go to first, and there's 2 away. TJ Sonderhouse coming to the plate, had a triple and scored a run in the first. St. John's with runs every inning thus far. Of course, we're not that deep into the game. 2 innings in, but 1 in the first and 3 in the second. And I was just stating a few minutes ago, are we going to have a home run in this one like we have in the prior 2? And there's your answer. The 3-run shot from Camden Brown. And Sonderhouse will strike out. But Camden Brown, the 8-hitter, producing a 3-run home run, and that will take us to the 3rd in a 4-1 game. Just about all Wayne Jones County. Diving catch at shortstop. Gross. Towards the gap. Diving catch in center field by Ben Aklinski. There is a shot towards deep short. Kraft's got it. Long throw over, and he got it.
Leading off the top of the 3rd, number 24, Jacob Sally.
Bottom of the order in the top of the 3rd. Jacob Sally starts it, goes after the first pitch, but it is fouled off. Fielded by Brown in 3rd, but apparently went off of Sally before traveling down the line. Top of the order, Cannon Day, Ryan Mitchell as well. All 2 up in the inning. Change in the schedule for this weekend. We will not have LBW Coastal North softball on Friday. With the swap to Friday from Thursday. It's a little logistically problematic. So scratch that one from the schedule. Got the inside part of the plate, 1-2 on Sally. The last Mustang with his first look at Stratman pitching. Fouled back to the screen by the Mustang right fielder. One-two pitch. That is caught right about knee high. Braden Harris with a nice catch in left field. And that's got us back to the top of the order.
Hey.
Too far inside to Cannon Day. Day ground out to the pitcher in the first. Rogers, Harris, and Cole in the bottom of the third for St. John's. That'll be a base wrap into left field. And it's more than one for Day on his way to second. And we'll get there easily. So one out double. Ryan Mitchell with a chance to bring in a run.
Up to bat, number 1, Ryan Mitchell.
Mitchell with a triple and a run scored in the first. He just drove one down the line in right field, which makes it interesting that Bowden is playing so far off the line in right. It was about a yardstick inside the line that Mitchell went last time for the triple. Colin Bland on deck. Couple of pitches missing to the outside. Stratman doesn't want to throw an inside pitch that Mitchell can pull. Here is the 2-0 offering. It's outside. Three balls, no strikes. Colin Bland awaiting his chance next. Day, your base runner at second. Taking is Mitchell, delivering is Stratman. And it is 3-1. On a baseball, softball, and basketball tomorrow. And the same on Saturday here on JockJive. Too far inside, and Mitchell's given a free pass to first. He'll walk, and there are a couple of base runners on. And Stratman paid a visit. And I was wondering what the coach was pointing to in center field. He's pointing to an open gate in center field. So the players will go and take care of the gate. Last time I remember them stopping play and not here, it was several years ago, was doing baseball in Enid, Oklahoma at David Allen Memorial Ballpark, and the center fielder comes running in about 11:30, halfway towards second, 11:30 at night, saying stop the game. We're like, what the heck? Long story short, a couple of skunks had found their way onto the turf. I get it. You do not want to get hosed by a skunk. And how do you corral them? You just kind of let them meander on off the field. Colin Bland with a couple of base runners on. Walked his last trip to the plate. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Bland. Xander Pettis moving to the on-deck circle. Another pitch missing. Both pitchers are a little slower in their routine in between pitches. And thus we're only in the top of the third. Whereas by this time, 45 minutes into the game, we typically have already made it to the fourth. Two and one on Bland. Nice stop over at first on the dive by Gillian. He'll get to the bag before the arrival of Bland. Get the out. Bland does move runners up, but they're up with two gone.
Now at the plate, number 14, Xander Pettis.
Xander Pettis to the plate. Pettis ground into the 4-3. He was the second out in the first inning. Into the strike zone with the opening pitch to Pettis. Ryan Ogburn moves to the on-deck circle. Well, a couple of tosses now finding the strike zone on Pettis. Nothing and two ahead on the count is Stratman. Stratman with a couple of base runners on, fouled away. And it stays 0-2. Rogers, Harris, and Cole when you get to the bottom part of the inning. Throw going to third, and that might have got him. It did. He got too far off the bag at third day. And apparently misread signs. Somebody did. Either he or your hitter, Pettis. One runner stranded. Nobody scores. We go to the bottom of the third. It's a 4-1 St. John's Country Day lead.
Of Alabama Online, where legends log in. A tradition of excellence. Choose from over 100 affordable degree and certificate programs that fit your budget and schedule. Earn the same degree as you would on campus, with the same affordable tuition rate for every state. UA Online. Advance your career and change your life. Get started today at online.ua.edu.
Leading off the bottom of the third, number 10, Rogers.
Bottom of the third, two-hitter Hunter Rogers will start it all. Braden Harris and Preston Cole due up in the inning, too. Mustangs leave one on with Day picked off, trying to get back to third. Low and away with a pitch to Rogers. Rogers ground into a 6-3. He was the first out in the first inning. Count runs to 2-1. Fourth inning for the Mustangs starts with Xander Pettis, the guy who was at the plate when the third came to an end. Peasley running the count to 3-1, hasn't walked a Spartan yet, but has gotten it 3-1 on Rogers. Ground foul over in the direction of first. Here is the payoff pitch to Rogers. Time asked for. Rogers out of the box, back in. In the bottom of the third, here's the payoff. That is sent foul over towards the jambalaya. That was a pretty nifty grab on the ricochet by Sally. Reached up with the bare hand and grabbed it. Didn't count for anything but style, but the style was nice. Another payoff pitch to Rogers. And he'll strike him out. Stratman to make that Beasley, fanning his fourth in the game.
Now batting number 9, Braden Harris.
One out for Braden Harris. Braden Harris with an RBI. He ground out to third, but drove in TJ Sonderhouse. That happened in the first inning. Little check swing, sent foul over into the Spartan dugout. Oh, 1 pitch to Harris. Low and inside, count evens up, 1 apiece. Preston Cole on deck. Spartans trying to continue a trend of planting runs every inning. That is fouled off of Harris. And just for good measure, Day says, well, I'll throw across the diamond just in case it is determined that that was a fair ball, but it is foul. One-two pitch, popped up, and that second the catch made by Xander Pettis.
Stepping into the box, number 4, Cole.
So 2 gone for Preston Cole. Cole struck out to put it into the first, coming back to the plate, trying not to end the third. Beasley would be content with the same results. And out during the Cole at bat to put it into the inning. In this particular case, send it to the fourth. When Pettis, Ogburn, and Yeomans will come to the plate for the Mustangs. One ball, one strike. And it is 1-2. Sent over towards the Spartan dugout. Well, looks like we now get a fan on top of the dugout at first, enjoying the game from that vantage point. Well, that's a nice spot to watch the game. You just better watch the game. Turn your head, and you never know what comes your way quickly. By the way, let me say that we're hoping for the best for Kenny DuPont. Kenny was the coach at Coastal Alabama North. Last year, the assistant at LBW. Now an assistant at University of Tennessee Martin. Line drive shot caught and left by Ludlow. Cole will fly out. At BP, he took a shot to the face, 7 broken bones, messed up retina. Our thoughts and prayers with Kenny.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back for 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
Top of the fourth gets underway. Xander Pettis coming to the plate to start it off. Yep, the same Xander Pettis who was at the plate when the third came to an end. And is popped up right side. And coming over to make the catch is Nick Bowden.
Now batting, Ryan Ogburn.
One out for Ryan Ogburn. Grayson Yeomans moving to the on-deck circle. Ogburn with a fly out to center field. He was the last out in the first inning. Nick Bowden, by the way, that made the catch in right on the Pettis fly ball. He will be the guy that starts things off at the plate. In the bottom of the fourth, Jonas Wells and Gibby Gillian, 2 up in the inning, 2. Nothing in 2 on Ogburn. Able to get a piece of it and unable to hang on was Rogers. So the Ogburn at bat will continue. That is sent towards right field, and that's going to skim underneath the mitt of a diving right fielder, Nick Bowden. On his way to third, Ogburn throw coming over, not there. Ogburn with a triple. Well, I mentioned it earlier. No triples today until this game. And that was our third. Grayson Yeomans coming to the plate. Outside with a pitch to Yeomans. Many, many moons ago, the high school from which I graduated had a Butch Yeomans that played baseball. That's problematic. And it'll be an infield single. Yeomans delivering, bringing in Ogburn. But I wonder if the Yeomans now at first is any relation to the Yeomans who used to play at Crestview High. I would say probably not, but you know, you don't run into the Yeomans name that often. Owen Wagner struck out in the second. Isaiah Ludlow to the on-deck circle. Mustangs have chipped one off the lead. And obviously want more. Snap throw over. Outside with a pitch. That is Myron Martin running at first for Yeomans. Swing and a miss by Wagner. Count goes even at one. Got a ball, got a strike, got an out, got a runner, got a run. Here in the top of the fourth. Stratman to first, and back safely goes Martin. Another 1-1 offering. I noticed that distance between Bag and Martin a little less that time. So Stratman's got him edging a little bit. Not much. Back towards first. Couple of strikes on Wagner. Wagner fanned in the second. That is popped up right side. Looks relatively routine. And it is getting onto the grass to make the catch as second baseman Jonas Wells.
Stepping into the box, number 6, Isaiah Ludlow.
Two gone for Isaiah Ludlow. Ludlow with a fly out to left field. He was the last out in the second inning. Jacob Sally to the on-deck circle. Martin still over at first. Mid part of the order, 5, 6, and 7 due up for the Spartans in the home half of the fourth. Count goes even at 1. Ludlow, a fly out to left field in the second. 0 for 1 in the game. One Stratman offering. Low and inside. Two one pitch. And it is 2-2. That one bounced off the headgear of Rogers. Blue making the courtesy trip to Stratman. They're handing the baseball just to give Rogers an opportunity to recover. Rogers saying he's okay. Inside pitch. That had Spartans making plans to get to the dugout. See the infield shift towards the dugout, thinking it was strike 3. It is ball 3. And the count is full. Three-two pitch to Ludlow. Low and inside, a walk given. And for Stratman, that is walk number 3 in the game.
Up to that, the right fielder, number 24, Jacob Sally.
So a couple of base runners on. Jacob Sally to the plate. Sally with a fly out to left field. He was the first out in the 3rd inning. Time asked for by Sally. Top of the order, moving to the on-deck circle. Stratman to Sally. He will ground and right back to the pitcher. Stratman goes to first. Sally wrapping into the 1-3. 2 runners stranded, 4 left on by the Mustangs. Through 4, we go to the bottom of the inning. St. John's Country Day coming to the plate.
the box to lead off the bottom of the fourth.
Bottom of the fourth, Nick Bowden will start it. Jonas Wells and Gibby Gillian. Facing starting pitcher Will Beasley. Both pitchers working into the fourth. That will drop into left field. And Nick Bowden's got a leadoff single.
Now batting, number 7, Jonas Wells.
So on with a single is Bowden. Jonas Wells coming to the plate. Strike delivered on the outside part. Spartans trying to get that run back, given up in the top of the fourth. Picking up their 4th hit of the game. A 1-1 pitch to Wells. Instead, the throw to first, and getting back is Bowden. Wells struck out in the 2nd inning. That has popped up foul territory. Bland over near the dugout, able to make the catch. Bland keeping an eye on the wall and was incoming. And on the ball, so too was it incoming.
Up at first baseman, Gilead.
Gibby Gillian with a single and a run scored in the 2nd. Has a base runner in first here in the bottom of the 4th. Top of the 5th, top of the order for the Mustangs. Cannon Day will start it. Ryan Mitchell. Colin Bland due up in the inning 2. Leaving for 2nd is Bowden. Throw is a little bit behind Bowden. He'll get on safely. And in scoring position with 1 away. Oh, 1 pitch. Gillian awaits. Got the inside part of the plate. Team out of Tennessee, team out of Florida, meeting not quite the halfway point. Further drive for Houston than St. John's. If you were going to do the halfway point thing, I guess it would be somewhere in Alabama. Here is the 0-2 pitch to Gillian. He'll drive it towards short. Picked up by Mitchell. Throw to third, but off the bag at third was Day, and the fielder's choice will have Gillian at first and Bowden to third.
Now batting, number 11, Camden Brown.
So Mitchell with the option, the sheer out at first, or to try to get the lead runner. He went for the lead runner. And everybody's safe with 1 away. Maybe anticipating bunt. Coming in for the corner was Day. Moving up onto the grass. And there is a Camden Brown squaring, showing bunt. Strike delivered. This is the same Camden Brown that is being asked to punt that sent a 3-run shot out of the park in the second. You got to like it when your players do what's asked. Slap one out of the park, you probably thinking, well, give me another shot. Foul back, it's 0-2. Might have a shot here, though. It's doubtful the bunt sign is still on. About 95% of the coaches take off the bunt sign. Every now and then run into a coach that says, hey, if I call for a bunt, I'll leave the sign on. Oh, 2 pitch to Brown. And they got him at first. Fake the throw to third. I don't know that I've ever seen that actually work. The old 5-3, but it did there. And Gillian picked off at first for out number 2. That is sent towards left field, and charging in to make the catch is Isaiah Ludlow. 1 runner stranded, nobody scores. We go to the 5th in a 4-2 game.
Just about all Wayne Jones County. Diving catch at shortstop. Gross. Towards the gap. Diving catch in center field by Ben Aklinski. There is a shot towards deep short. Kraft's got it. Long throw over, and he got it.
Leading off the top of the 5th, Hayes.
Top of the 5th, top of the order, Cannon Day starts it. Ryan Mitchell, Colin Bland due up in the inning 2. And don't forget, if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, your subscription is free and only a mouse click away. High pitch, 2-0. We're a small city, want to be a big city. Heavily populated. Right now, only about, 6,100. I don't know if you're a YouTube community, if it gets bigger, the amenities get more plentiful, but it's worth a shot. On the inside part of the plate today, 1 for 2 in the game. Has ground out the pitcher and doubled. Leadoff walk to Cannon Day. Well, there is still plenty of time for the Mustangs to chip away at the lead. A run an inning has got them on top by the time you get to the 7th. Ryan Mitchell with a walk and a triple. Popped up, but out of play. That went a long, long way up. Mitchell tripled in the first, walked in the third. Outside with the offering to Mitchell, Colin Bland on deck. Fifth inning for the Mustangs starts with the top of the order. Fifth inning for the Spartans starts with the bottom of the order. One offering to Mitchell. On the outside part of the plate. Both teams 4 hits. Mixed in with the 4 for St. John, a homer. And that accounted for 3 of the 4 runs. Two offering to Mitchell. A little too much time taken on the bump by Stratman. To Mitchell's liking, asked for time. He will step back in, awaiting a 2-2. That is a base hit into right field. Mustangs with a tying run on in the top of the 5th.
At the plate, number 3, Bland.
Couple of base runners on for Colin Bland. Bland is walked and ground out to first. Nobody gone here in the top of the 5th. Stratman upset with himself, giving up the walk and the single. Xander Pettis on deck. Houston coming in with a 3-2 mark. St. John's with a 10-2 record. One-0 pitch into the strike zone, and the count evens up 1 apiece. A ball, a strike, nobody gone, couple of base runners on. Elsewhere in sports, NBA, none of it starts until 6 o'clock tonight, as that one will get out of play. And it starts with the Wizards and the Pistons. Top 25 college basketball, got a few finals. ACCC tournament, Duke knocks off Georgia Tech 78-70. That's a base wrap into right field, and the bases are loaded, full of Mustangs. And that will get Coach out of the dugout to the bump. And it kind of looks like the day might be done for Stratton. New pitcher coming in, the new guy in the Stratton numbers when we come back to South Walton.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back for 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
For the Spartans, number 8, Gavin Kofi. At plate, number 14, Tanner Pettis.
Gavin Coffey, the new Spartan pitcher. First pitch fouled away by Xander Pettis. Austin Stratman working 4 innings, facing 21. Had a strikeout, 4 walks, 6 hits. He allowed a couple of runs, but leaves with the bases loaded. And is responsible for all 3. Coffey trying to get some outs without runs scoring. And you know the odds favor, with the bases loaded and nobody gone, to at least get a run. Doesn't mean the odds always work to your favor, but more often than not. But a good start, as you got a strikeout of Xander Pettis.
Stepping into the box, the DH, Ryan Ogburn.
So Coffey has helped those odds a bit. And now you've got one away with the bases full and Ryan Ogburn to the plate. Ogburn has tripled and popped out. Grayson Yeomans to the on-deck circle. Tying run in second. Day could cut the lead in half. He's at third. Count even in 1 on Ogburn. His fly out to center field was the last out in the first inning. And his triple in the 4th came with 1 away. One pitch, just a bit outside, 2-1. Coffey trying to keep the lead intact. send it to the bottom of the inning when the bottom of the order will come to the plate. That is a base ramp that's going to bring in 2. Ogburn with a single. 2 are in. We're tied at 4. So Day and Mitchell score. We're knotted up at 4 each.
Coming to the plate, the catcher, number 5, Grayson Yeomans.
Grayson Yeomans to the plate. Yeomans is grounded into a 5-3 and single. The single drove in a run. It brought in Ryan Ogburn. Austin Stratman now out of the mix as far as winning the game. As it is knotted up at 4, and he's still responsible for the guy at third, Bland. The fella at first, the responsibility of Gavin Coffey. One offering instead. Throw to third and able to get back safely is Bland. Meanwhile, with the throw to third, Ogburn will take second. And Bland apparently diving back into the bag a little bit hard at third. Coach has already given a thumbs up. Apparently Bland okay. And now a couple of base runners in scoring position, and the Mustangs poised to take the lead here in the 5th. Here is the 1-1 pitch to Yeomans. He was the first out in the second inning, had his single and drove in Ogburn in the 4th. Owen Wagner to the on-deck circle. One ball, couple of strikes. And is shot towards center field, drops in as a base hit. Bland will come in, and the Mustangs take the lead. Their first lead since the top of the 1st.
Now batting the center fielder, Wagner.
And that will put the finishing touches on Austin Stratman.
Pitcher for the Mustangs, Martin.
4 innings, 21 faced, a strikeout, 4 walks, 6 hits, 5 runs allowed. And now the runner on at third, the responsibility of Coffey. And so too, your runner at first. And Yeomans again replaced by Martin at first, courtesy runner. Yeomans getting his second RBI of the game, second straight RBI single. There's another base hit. Wagner delivering. Ogburn will score. And a Wagner RBI single.
Now coming to the plate for the Mustangs, number 16, Maddox McCarter.
Pinch hitter coming to the plate, Maddox McCarter for Isaiah Ludlow. You got to believe this is the guy that Coffey's got to get. If he doesn't get McCarter, not sure he'll face Sally. Came into the game, started with a strikeout of Pettis, but has followed it with 3 consecutive base hits. And the Mustangs have turned a 2-run deficit into a 2-run lead. On the outside part of the plate, and the count is even. One ball, one strike. That'll go to the screen, and runners move up 90 feet. Three balls, one strike. McCarter batting for Ludlow. Ludlow had popped out and walked. That is hit foul over towards the batting cage. Down to first goes McCarter, given a walk.
Now batting, Jacob Sally.
And it is loaded again with Jacob Sally to the plate. Top of the order that began the inning, Cannon Day. Moving back to the on-deck circle. Outside with a pitch to Jacob Sally. Sally has popped out and ground out. 0 for 2 in the game. One ball, couple of strikes on Sally. Still just a single out here in the top part of the fifth. And the ninth player is at the plate. Popped up to the right side. There to make the catch is Bowden. Tagging and coming home from third is Martin running for Yeomans. And Sally's got a sacrifice. Looks like McCarter going to get a replacement, and it is Ludlow coming back into the game. McCarter came into the ball game to hit for Ludlow, drew a walk. And now Ludlow going back into the game. We are back to the guy who started off the inning, Cannon Day. Day with a walk 10 at-bats ago. Where the ball game was a 4-2 St. John's Country Day lead. Couple of strikes today. Gotta admit, I thought when Coffey walked McCarter, he would probably come out of the game. Still in with a couple of base runners on and an opportunity to finish up the fifth, as that is ground towards first but foul. Two gone, 10th hitter of the inning at the plate. Ryan Mitchell to the on-deck circle. Coffey in relief of Stratman. Facing his 7th hitter in the inning. High pitch today. St. John's coming in as the 19th ranked team in the state. Fouled away by Day. But they have run into some wild Mustangs here in the top of the fifth. Bringing 5 in, have 2 on. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 gone, 2 on. And here's the Coffey pitch to Day. He will get Day swinging. Big inning for the Mustangs. They score 5 and take a 3-run lead into the bottom of the 5th.
Leading off for the Spartans, number 21, Chancellor.
Bottom of the order, bottom of the 5th, Chandler Danzler to start it. TJ Saunderhouse, Hunter Rogers due up in the inning too. Spartans would like to put together an inning kind of like the one they just played defense on. That's a line out by Danzler, nice snag by Mitchell. So one away with TJ Saunderhouse coming to the plate. Saunderhouse with a triple and a strikeout, 1 for 2. Will Beasley saying, I sure like pitching with a lead better than from behind. Back up onto the bump. He's been on that hill, down by as much as 3. Now with a 3-run lead. One offering. It is sent to Mitchell at short. He'll go to first with the throw, and it's dropped on the receiving end by Bland. Decent little hop, but Bland not able to hang on. So a base runner on for Hunter Rogers. Well, coach, you're scoring that as a H or an E, the last play. Hit or error? It is a base hit. Took a little pondering, but yeah, one of those questionable ones, but definitely a deep shot. Long throw over, might not have gotten Saunderhouse anyway. So it'll be a base hit, 5th one of the game for the Spartans. And has a runner on here in the bottom of the 5th. Well, we've had two pretty short games. This one's not going to be one of them. This one might go 2.5 or more. Top of the 6th, Mitchell Bland and Pettis all coming to the plate for Houston. Inside with the offering. Rogers has grounded to a 6-3 and struck out. Well, just checked in on the semifinals in Americus, Georgia. Streaming just underway. So South Georgia Tech and Andrew College about to tip it off in the first of a couple of games there. High into the air in the direction of right field. And then it kind of sails back towards the infield. Xander Pettis will get underneath it at second. Two outs for Braden Harris. Harris grounded into a 5-3 that drove in a run and popped out to second. Preston Cole moving to the on-deck circle. Beasley with his back turned to the runner, Sonderhaus. And continuing to edge towards second, Sonderhaus. High and away with the pitch to Harris. A 5-hit, 10 at-bat top of the 5th. Turning a 2-run deficit into a 3-run lead for Houston. That is floated towards right field, but right to Jacob Sally. Harris the fly out, and we're headed to the 6th. That Mustang 3-run lead still intact.
Spartans, number 21, Chandler Hansler. the top of the sixth, number 1, Ryan Mitchell.
Top of the sixth, Ryan Mitchell starting it off. Got a brand new pitcher on the hill. That is Chandler Danzler. Danzler relieving Coffey, who worked an inning, faced 7. 2 strikeouts, 1 walk, 3 hits, 2 runs allowed. And Danzler will take over. And is popped high into the air, relatively shallow left. And coming in to make the catch is Isaiah Ludlow. Check that. That is Brayton Harris. So Harris with the catch. And there's one away. Colin Bland, who has walked, ground out to first and single, is next. Scored a run 2, 1 for 2 in the game. Xander Pettis to the on-deck circle. Danzler had been the DH for St. John's. Now the DH/pitcher. Shot high into the air by Bland, but out of play. We are back to overcast. Start of the day overcast. Went into a lot of sunshine, and now we are back to an overcast day here at Santa Rosa Beach. And we'll hop past third baseman Brown. And Bland has got the 10th hit of the game for the Mustangs. One out single, putting a base runner on. That is fouled off over towards first. Little practice rep at first by Gillian to make the grab. 0-1 on Pettis, who was 0 for 3 in the game. And it's ground out to second, popped out to right, and struck out. Trying to bunt his way aboard. A ball, a strike, and an out. And a base runner in a 3-run ball game. Sent towards center field, getting a pretty good jump on it, and able to catch up with it. That is TJ Sonderhaus, and out will go Pettis. Two gone for Ryan Ogburn. Ogburn 2 for 3 in the game. Has a couple of RBIs and has scored a couple of runs. And we all know, according to Meatloaf, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Popped out to center field in the first. Got a base hit right up the middle. Second hit of the inning. 11th of the game for the Mustangs. Grayson Yeoman's next. Yeoman's ground into a 5-3 and then singled twice. Both singles brought in a run. 2 for 3 with a couple of RBIs. Owen Wagner on deck. Dantzler trying to finish up his first inning of work. Keep the Mustangs scoreless. Mustangs wanting more. Dandler's offering high and away. Cole, Bowden, and Wells when you get to the bottom part of the 6th for St. John's Country Day. A 1-0 pitch. And the count even at 1. Count even 1 apiece. Yeomans and Dantzler battling with a couple of base runners on. And there is another base hit into center field, and we'll load things up. Runners at first, second, and third. And Yeomans will pick up his 3rd hit of the game.
Owen Wagner stepping into the box.
Owen Wagner, 1 for 3 in the game. Has struck out, popped out, singled, driven in a run. That is chopped towards third, fielded there by Brown. He'll go to first. Get the out and no damage done by the 3 base hits. 3 stranded off 3 hits. We go to the bottom of the 6th. It's 7-4 Houston High.
Spartans, number 4, Preston Cole.
Bottom of the 6th, Preston Cole starts it. Will Beasley, who started the game for the Mustangs, still there. on the pump in the 6th, and he will hit Cole right on the 4.
Number 3, Nick Walton coming to the plate.
Got a base runner on. Nick Bowden to the plate. Jonas Wells to the on-deck circle. Bottom of the 6th in a 2-hour and 9-minute game thus far. As that will get out of play. Well, we were due after a couple of relatively short games. This one relatively not so short. Oh, 1 pitch to Bowden. Instead, the throw over to first, and safely back will go Cole. Outside with the pitch to Bowden, who has reached on an error and single. One offering, Bowden. A little bit outside of the strike zone. When you get to the 7th, it'll be the 8, 9, and 1 hitters for Houston. But the Spartans in no hurry to get to the 7th inning. Two on pitch. A little bit high, down to second, and tagged out. After sliding past the bag was Cole. So the base is cleared and 1 away. Nick Bowden with a 2-2 count. And is popped up over this direction. It will get out of play. Just a little bit outside, and the count runs full. 3 balls, couple of strikes. Bowden reaching on that E8 in the 2nd, came in and scored a run. Was aboard when Camden Brown sent that 3-run shot over the left field wall. Had a single, stole a base, left at 3rd in the 4th. And now back to the plate in the 6th. And time called for. Umpire going to chat with the Country Day coach. And now the same conversation apparently. Passed over to the Houston coach. Well, I'm not sure what the conversation was about. It had that kind of a, you are kidding me, right, look from the Houston coach. But that's just me reading through the screens and out in the field with no access to audio. Just trying to read the body language, which I am not versed in either. Shot over towards right field, but it is right to Jacob Sally. And Bowden will fly out for out number 2.
Gillian up to the plate.
2 gone for, well, I thought this was going to be, well, apparently Jonas Wells flew out and Bowden got on. And this is Gibby Gillian coming to the plate. Got a base runner aboard with 2 gone. Bottom of the 6th. Ludlow, Sally, and Day when you get to the 7th for Houston. 6 o'clock game may not get underway right at 6. Looks like we're going to carry this one beyond the 2.5 hour mark. So I am assuming that IMG and South Walton will like at least a half hour or so to get onto the field and warm up. Bowden back safely at first. A 1-1 pitch. It is too far outside. Will Beasley with the 2-1 pitch. Gillian, who has singled and reached on a fielder's choice, takes a cut and evens the count up at 2. Camden Brown moving to the on-deck circle. Camden Brown with 1 swing of the bat. Took a tie game at 1 in the bottom of the 2nd and turned it into a 4-1 game. Here is the 2-2 offering. Brown towards third, backing up to field and then knocking it down, but it dropped out of the mid for Day. And that will get Gillian on. Moving Bowden to second. That'll be an E5. Gillian will get on. And it's the 2nd Mustang error of the game. Extends the bottom of the 6th to the Camden Brown at bat. And a 3-run homer in the 2nd. Popped out to left field in the 4th. Tying run at the plate here in the bottom of the 6th. Everybody look out. Bat's headed your way. Slipped out of the hands of Brown. Well, we know he didn't have any of that George Brett Pine Tar. I'm going way back, aren't I, though? Like back into the 80s. Back to the plate, Brown. Chandler and Dantzler on deck. Couple of base runners aboard. Bottom of the sixth. The Beasley pitch. And you got a couple of strikes on Brown. Brown 3 RBIs on that homer in the second. Behind on the count to Beasley, 0-2. Beasley trying to get out on the sixth, go to the seventh with that lead still in place. Able to get a P7 was Brown. Oh, 2 pitch. That is popped up center field. And there wasn't a whole lot of movement from Owen Wagner. Able to get underneath, make the catch. 2 runners are stranded. We go to the 7th. It is 7-4 Houston.
Just about all White Jones County. Diving catch at shortstop. Gross. Towards the gap. Diving catch in center field by Ben Aklinski. There is a shot towards deep short. Perhaps got it. Long throw over, and he got it.
Leading off the top of the 7th, number 6, Isaiah Ludlow.
Top of the 7th, bottom of the order coming to the plate. Isaiah Ludlow, the 8 guy. Jacob Sally, the 9 hitter. And that'll be a base hit off the mitt at third of Brown. And headed to second and in safely is Ludlow. So the Mustangs looking to tack on a little insurance.
Now batting number 24, Jacob Sally.
Jacob Sally to the plate. 0 for 2 with an RBI. Top of the order, Cannon Day to the on-deck circle. Sally showing bunt, throw to second. Able to get back safely was Ludlow. Strike called on Sally. That is sent towards right field, but foul. Three-run lead. Mustangs want more before going to the bottom of the seventh. Last game of the night. We'll start a little late. Maybe not a whole lot. Slated for a 6 p.m. start. It is going to be a little past 6, though. And how far past 6, depending upon how the seventh goes. Sally will strike out. And Danzler will pick up his first strikeout of the game.
Baseman number 8, Hannah Day.
Back to the top of the order, Cannon Day. Day is ground out at the pitcher, doubled, walked, and struck out. And Danzler struck out his first. It is the Spartans' fourth. Committing on the swing was Day, 0-1. Ryan Mitchell on deck. Danzler, the third Spartan pitcher. Stratman got the start, worked 4 innings. Coffey came in and worked 1. And now Danzler in his second inning of work. Time asked for by Day. Crowd continuing to grow for the nightcap. South Walton and IMG Academy playing the day's last game. Foul back to the screen. One ball, couple of strikes. Danzler with a look to the runner at second, Ludlow. That is popped up. Right side routine fly ball for Nick Bowden. And there's 2 away for Ryan Mitchell. Ryan Mitchell, a triple, a walk, a single, and a flyout. Two for 3 with a couple of runs scored. Mitchell had the triple in the first, the walk in the third, the single in the fifth. Fly out to left field in the sixth, back to the plate in the seventh. He was the first that Danzler faced. Danzler got him to fly out to left field as the first out in the inning. One 1-0 pitch. Got the inside part of the plate and the count evens. Here is the 1-1 pitch. Mitchell instead. Danzler giving second a look. Chasing Ludlow back to the back. And we'll get out of play. And the count even in one. 1 ball and actually 2 strikes. 1 ball, couple of strikes. 2 gone with a base runner at second. Colin Bland on deck, hoping to come to the plate here in the top of the 7th. When you get it to the bottom of the inning, the guy on the bump will be the guy at the plate. Chandler Danzler starting it off, and then Saunderhouse and Rogers. 9-1 and 2 due up in the 7th inning. Into the dirt with a pitch, and the count evens. Ryan Mitchell, the Houston Mustangs shortstop, batting in the 2 spot, delivers with a base hit into left field. That'll bring in Ludlow, and the Mustangs have tacked on another run. Mitchell will pick up his 3rd hit of the game. And that hit total for the Mustangs goes to 14. And it looks like Coach is on his way. Let's see if it is to get Danzler. Danzler, who gave up 3 hits in the 6th, has given up 2 here. He's handed the baseball over, and that means we got a new Spartan coming to the bump.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back for 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
New pitcher warming up for the Spartans, number 22, Mason Showdown. Now batting number 3, the first baseman, Colin Bland.
Two gone, 1 on. Colin Bland coming to the plate as we resume the top of the 7th. Mitchell taking off for second, and there really wasn't an opportunity for Rogers. Such a huge jump by Mitchell. Plan is walk, ground out to first, and singled twice. The new pitcher, Chandler, make that Mason Schnell. Chandler Danzler handing it over to Mason. Danzler, an inning and 2/3. Faced 10, struck out 1, no walks, 5 hits. He's allowed 1 and is responsible for another. Mitchell at second. To an offering, it is too low. Xander Pettis to the on-deck circle. Houston tacking on another run here in the 7th. Low and away with a pitch and a walk given to Bland.
Coming to the plate for the Mustangs, number 14, Xander Pettis.
A couple of base runners on for Xander Pettis. Pettis has ground out to second, popped out to right, struck out, flown out to center. Innings 1, 4, 5, and 6. Back to the plate in the 7th. Ryan Ogburn to the on-deck circle. Too far inside with the pitch to Pettis. St. John's trying to get that elusive third out in the top of the 7th. Strike delivered on the outside part of the plate. Here is the 1-1 offering. It is into the dirt, goes to the screen. Mitchell will go to third, and taking off late for second is Bland. Two-one pitch, sent foul, and the count evens 2 each. Pettis has never been a third out. He was the second out of the first in the 4th and 5th, second out in the 6th. Two-two pitch. That is chopped towards third, grabbed there by Brown. Over to first with a throw. It's not there in time. And Pettis has driven in Mitchell.
Now batting number 12, Ogburn.
It is now a 9-4 lead. Ryan Ogburn to the plate. And time asked for just prior to the delivery by Schnell. Ogburn's had a good day, 3 for 4. He's tripled and singled twice. Grayson Yeomans to the on-deck circle, where things changed in the top of the 5th. St. John's holding a 4-2 lead going into the top of the 5th, and from that point on, the Spartans have struggled to get out the Mustangs. Even in the 6th inning, when the Mustangs went scoreless, they got 3 hits and left 3 on. One and 2 on Ogburn. Here's the Schnell 1-2 offering. Delivers low and away, and the count evens. A 2-hour, 40-minute contest now, as we're starting to creep up on 3 hours of baseball. Two-two offering. Fouled out of play. And it will stay 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on. Got your deuces wild, 2 in. Here in the top of the 7th. And there's another base hit into right field. Bland told to put on the brakes. He'll go back to third, and the bases are loaded. Grayson Yeomans next.
The catcher, Grayson Yeomans, 5, coming to the plate.
Yeomans has grounded into a 5-3 and then produced 3 base hits. 3 for 4 in the game with a couple of RBIs and a run scored. Here is the 1-0 pitch. It is too far outside. Yeomans grounded into that 5-3 in the 2nd. Then produced hits in the 4th, 5th, and 6th innings. High and away, 3-0. Schnell's offering got the outside part of the plate. Mustangs tacking 2 to the lead. Had a 3-run advantage coming into the inning. And is right back to Schnell. He'll lob over to first and throw it away. That has got Bland in. It's got Pettis in. It has got Ogburn to third. That's thrown away at the plate. He'll come in. And all the way to third goes Yeomans. When it rains, it pours. And Schnell, who was about to get out of the inning, just threw it away. And we'll get another pitcher here in the top of the 7th.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back for 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
Base number 7, Myron Martin. Now batting number 9, Owen Wagner.
Well, for the 6th time, the Spartans will try to get that last out. And they will try another pitcher to do it, Camden Brown. Mason Schnell did not register an out, faced 4. Obviously no strikeouts. 1 walk, 2 hits, 3 runs, and he's responsible for Myron Martin, who is now running for Grayson Yeomans at 3rd. And the Mustangs have added 5 to the lead. 1-2 pitch to Owen Wagner. That is a little bit outside. That'll go to the screen. Martin will score from 3rd. And it's now a 9-run lead. Well, granted, it was going to be very difficult to overcome the advantage with a 3-run deficit, but now a 9, and Wagner strikes out. So Brown does his job, gets the last out, sends it to the bottom of the 7th in a 13-4 game.
of Alabama Online, where legends log in. A tradition of excellence. Choose from over 100 affordable degree and certificate programs that fit your budget and schedule. Earn the same degree as you would on campus, with the same affordable tuition rate for every state. UA Online. Advance your career and change your life. Get started today at online.ua.edu.
Leading off for the Spartans at the bottom of the seventh, number 1, Adam Williams.
Bottom of the seventh, bottom of the order. And a pinch hitter coming in. This is Madden Williams for Chandler Dantzler. Well, Will Beasley, the starting pitcher, should be well rested. It was a lengthy top part of the seventh. Fouled away by Williams. Got a halftime score in the GCAA semifinals. First of two semifinal matchups. Jets with a 52-25 lead. South Georgia Tech over Andrew College. Two and one on Williams. Williams hitting for Dantzler. Dantzler ground out to second, lined out to short in his couple of at-bats. Sent over in the direction of the batting cages. If there is an eighth inning, then it has been a big bottom of the seventh for St. John's. And they lead it off with a base wrap into left field, and Williams on with a single. So a base runner on. Looks like we're headed towards a 3-hour contest. With TJ Sunderhouse coming to the plate. Strike delivered on the outside part of the plate. Hunter Rogers to the on-deck circle. Well, you don't anticipate, I say this and Williams will take off for second now, but you don't anticipate a theft as that one is lifted in the direction of center field. Looks like there is room to make the catch, and doing just that is Owen Wagner.
Catcher number 10, Hunter Rogers, coming to the plate.
One out for Hunter Rogers, who is 0 for 3 in the game. And is hit well towards right field, but able to get a good jump on it, Jacob Sally. And there is 2 gone. That is popped up right side, and it will drop in as a base hit. Meanwhile, on his way to third is Williams. The throw won't get him. And the Spartans still with some life. Picking up their second hit of the inning, 7th of the game. Pinch hitter coming in for Preston Cole. This is Ethan Bissell. Swing and a miss by Bissell. Nick Bowden to the on-deck circle. A little bit inside with the offering. Count goes even, 1 apiece, 1 ball, 1 strike. Over to first goes the throw. Beasley trying to get the complete game. He started this one 2 hours and 57 minutes ago. And now trying to wrap it up with 2 gone. Couple of base runners on. They're on the corners. There's the pitch into the strike zone, and the count runs full. 3-2 on Bissell. Bissell trying to hand it off to Nick Bowden. Bowden has walked, singled, and reached on an error. Let's see if he gets a chance to come to the plate. Here's the payoff pitch. Able to get a piece of it, Bissell. Another 3-2 offering. It's low, it's inside. Bissell has walked and the bases are loaded for Country Day. That's got Nick Bowden coming to the plate. That is popped up left side, and it will get out of play. Chase given over and left by Isaiah Ludlow.
At the plate for the Spartans, number 3, Nick Bowden.
Jonas Wells on deck. outside of the strike zone, and the count evens one apiece. Bowden reached on an E8, was the leadoff hitter in the second. Singled and got aboard as the leadoff hitter in the fourth. Walked in the sixth. And back to the plate here in the seventh. Even counted one on Bowden. And got the inside part of the plate. One-two pitch, too high, count even to each. I would love to see a pitch count on Beasley. He has thrown a ton of pitches. Needs one more to put an end to it. Bowden gets aboard, then you got to run in, and that's a walk to first by Bowden, and it brings in Williams. So an RBI for Bowden on the bases loaded walk. And here comes Coach. Beasley was hoping to get the complete game, but he's going to bring it to within an out. New pitcher coming in when we head back to South Walton.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back for two on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
Coming to the box for the Spartans, number 7, Jonas Wells.
Last out on the top of the seventh elusive, and the same is true in the bottom part of the inning. Jonas Wells coming to the plate with a new pitcher, and that new pitcher is Buddy Fisher. Will Beasley will work 6 2/3. Face 32, strike out 4, walk 2. Give up 7 hits. Thus far, 5 runs. Strike delivered to Jonas Wells. And is fouled back, and it's a 2-strike count on Wells. Wells 0 for 3 in the game. One-two offering from Fisher. That'll go to the screen, but runners will hold. Unwilling to run into the potential last out of the game. Still clinging to the hope of a lengthy late inning rally. Two-two offering. Swung on and missed, and that is your ball game.
That's the ball game, folks. Mustangs.
So this one is final. 3 hours and 5 minutes after it started, it ends.
Academy taking on your South Walton Seahawks.
And it is a 13-5 final. Taking a look at your totals. 7 hits, 2 errors for St. John's. They will leave 7 stranded. Had a run in the first, 3 runs in the second, tacked on another run in the 7th. Mustangs, they commit a pair of errors, leaving 11 on, get 16 hits. And the runs divvied up this way, 1 in the first, 1 in the 4th, 5 in the 5th, and 6 in the 7th. And there's your final score. Next to the last game of the day. The last one's coming up. And it will head your way in roughly 30. See you then. For all the folks with JockJive and with South Walton, I'm Robert Williamson. So long, everybody.